Okay, Trevor, thanks very much for being with us today. Okay, everyone. So I'm here with one of my coaches, who unfortunately we're bidding farewell to. But it's a good farewell because Trevor, you came on the programme a while ago as a student.
Yeah.
You did really well. Very keen on foreign exchange. You then came on our trading floor and helped our graduates and traded with our graduates, and now you're leaving us to go and join a multi-million-pound fund, which is brilliant. That's really how it should work ultimately. So perhaps you could walk us a little bit through your journey and how it happened, because ultimately one of the things I would say is we never keep our trader coaches kind of help out with our delegates for a little while, and then they go off, and some of them set up little prop shops. Some of them set up little funds, some of them go and trade from home. Sometimes it's a bit difficult trading from home, as you know, we've talked about. But I've had a number of traders who have gone on and started, as graduates, then they've done really well, and they've come and joined the trading floor, traded on there, coached some clients, and then they've gone on and done what you've done. So maybe you could talk us a little bit about your journey, tell us how it happened.
So the journey's been, for me, I think everyone starts off, you don't know what you don't know, and then you've got to go out and find the information to learn how to trade. So I've been trading for about a year before I come to Knowledge to Action to do my first course. And I think very much at that stage you're grasping at straws, trying to pull together the amount of information that's out there in the market. And then I think that's very much a necessary evil to do that, to get the depth of knowledge that you get, and that's obviously helped me as a coach in the company, and I think that that's been a good part of the journey. But then you start to refine what resonates with you as a trader, and I think that's what I got from Knowledge to Action. As I started to move on with Knowledge to Action, I found that I was very much an intraday trader. I was very much into trading from very early doors, to be at the screen so like 6 o'clock and aiming to be done by about 9:30, and that's what stayed with me. And as I said, just refine now, and I've got an edge in the market. I've got a strategy that works for me, something that I've done 1,000 times. Every time I see the setup, I take it, and I'm in a good place. And I think the journey for me was very much, I used to run a company before I got into trading. 60 staff and hassle and grief, and I think you know all about that. And my whole thing was I wanted my own cash flow, my own wealth, and that's where I am now. So now I've got this position where I've got to deal with the void that I've created, because I've got a lot of time on my hands. So I want to see how I get on with that.
Well, what do you say to people about people who'll be watching this, be thinking, should I do foreign exchange trading? And the world of running a business or working for someone else or having that steady income. The challenge with foreign exchange trading is it promises a very liberating lifestyle. It's also pretty scary as well. So what advice would you give to somebody who was thinking about doing this? On balance, what would be the advice? Having gone through the journey, you came as a delegate, you did the training with us, then you became a coach, you helped some other grads, and now you're going off to trade a multi-million-pound fund. I mean, that's a pretty smart little story. But for sort of winding your way back, sort of a few years ago, what would you say to somebody on balance? What things should they be really thinking about? Because there's that sort of. I think chase the dream, but worried about leaving the job as well. So
I think Forex is perfect because you've got the ability to fit it around your life, and it's got to fit around you. Basically, that's the whole thing with Forex, and it enables you to do that. So if you're working all day, you can trade at night, and you can make it fit. But you've got to be very, very clear on what your end game is, and the kind of lifestyle you want to build for yourself. And I've always been very clear on that right from the start. So that's made it easy for me. I know I'm no good at the end of the day. I spark in the morning, so that's helped me a lot. And I think very much the coaching was one of the great things I had. And I think the first year I could pretty much write that off because I kept changing stuff every 5 minutes. And I know as a coach, hopefully I've helped people, and I've stopped them doing things that they would have been doing for 5, 6, 7, 8 months, maybe a year, before they realised it themselves. So we kind of nip stuff in the bud very quickly. So the coaching is the best bit about Knowledge to Action. It's certainly for me, who's been coached, number one, it's been brilliant. And then also coaching, if the guys listening get the opportunity to become a coach, I do it. It's the best way to learn, to teach people.
There's lots of other things. There's lots of other approaches you can take to the foreign exchange market. I mean, you've got on the internet. There's, that you can download forex robots and all these things. And what do you think about these other ways? I mean, because foreign exchange marketplace. I mean, my opinion about the whole thing is you sit with somebody who can trade. And have a cup of coffee and sit in front of the screen and just do it together. As much, do more of that and less of anything else. It's the way I believe this game. That's how I learned to trade. I sat on a trading floor. The head trader was one of my best mates, and every time I got it wrong, he sort of took me around you and went, "You don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this." And over time, I sort of seeped in, and but it was by doing more than anything.
Exactly. And I've looked at black box systems. I've looked at people who have got. It's their trading system, but you can't see behind the curtain. And that was something I never wanted. I wanted to be able to download a standard set of charts and be able to trade from anywhere. And that's very liberating to think I could do that anywhere.
Yeah.
So you give me a computer, give me the internet, I can make money. And that's quite a big move, because I used to be in the army years ago. When I first left the military, the internet really didn't exist.
Yeah.
It was dial-up.
Yeah.
So it was either go and work for a bank, but you'd never be able to work from home. So that's, it's a fairly short amount of time. It's only 92. So it's been quite a journey. And I think at that stage I was trying to trade options of CFAX. And the journey now, I think the technology enables you to do all that. And it's the money's amazing. And it is really amazing, but it's the freedom that you get. And the thing I took my girlfriend to a castle this year, and we went away for 4 or 5 days, turned the phone off, no emails, and that's for me more liberating than the money. It's the fact that the phone doesn't go into meltdown every time I turn it off, and that's brilliant.
How do you see the foreign exchange market now? Because in the beginning it's a scary place for a lot of people, but how do you regard it now?
I'm just very, very comfortable with it. I know I've got my niche. I know what I do.
Yeah.
It works for me. I'm at a stage now where I don't need any more information. I really don't. And I've got the indicators that work for me and my strategy, which has been crafted, and knowledge of action has played a fundamental part in that. So I'm kind of, and that's another liberating thing now. The kind of journey for more information has stopped for me.
Yeah.
So I've got one thing, trade it the same way.
It works. You only
want
one decent strategy to make money, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I think when you get that and you stop changing direction, and all of a sudden that works for you. It's the right time of the day, and you traded it. I've done it several hundred times. It's easy. It becomes easy, and I've certainly got no fear of the market at all.
So the traditional approach people normally take is, what I've noticed is people will download a little $200 ebook from the internet, and they'll sort of bugger about with that and they won't get on with it. Because perhaps they're missing a piece, which is how to actually apply it in the market conditions to make the money. There seems to be that missing gap. So they'll give a go, say, I'll try something else. But I see people hop to all these different courses and do these different things that everybody's selling. And in my opinion, the problem is that somebody tells you to build a trading plan, right? Says you've got to build this bloody trading plan and stick to it. And I think that people sort of are taught this strategy, which they don't know yet whether that actually... whether it works with them, do you know? Whether it's what's the word I'm trying to say? Whether it resonates with them. Short-term traders and long-term traders are very different animals. And if you're learning a strategy which is maybe a long-term investing or long-term trading strategy, which is not consistent with who you are and what you resonate with, then giving you a trading plan and forcing you to abide by this trading plan. I think what happens to a lot of people is they don't know what resonates with them. They're told to build a trading plan. They fight with that trading plan for a number of weeks or months. They end up tossing the trading plan out the window, out the back door, going on another course to learn something else. And they spend sort of 18 months, 2 years buggering about, trying to learn one thing, trying to learn something else, half-assed doing all those things. My view on it has always been, look, we teach 3 strategies on the Forex program for one real reason. One of them, they're all good, one of them is going to resonate with you more than the other. And when you figure out which one that is, and sometimes you have to kind of craft a strategy even more to fit you.